Break or terminate lease agreements. There are instances where a person will find out that the property he leased does not satisfy his needs fully. If you find yourself stuck in this situation, the most viable option you have on hand is terminating the lease agreement. However, there are states that enforce laws that protect lease agreements. Breaking free from the lease agreement outside the bounds of law will make you vulnerable to lawsuits. The wisest thing that you should do is to go about this process systematically and diplomatically with the property owner, to avoid potential embarrassment, and the ugly prospect of being invited to attend a court hearing entirely devoted to sue your behind. Here are the steps that you should follow to break or terminate lease agreements. List down the reasons of your dissatisfaction. Taking your time to list down the reasons why you are unsatisfied with the place you rented out will help you in confronting your property owner. These reasons play a major role on your decision to break a lease agreement, so make sure to include every reason you think of, however unimportant they seem. Study the terms of the lease agreement. Carefully going over the lease agreement will help you spot loopholes that you can use to launch your attack against the property's landlord. If you are having trouble understanding the contents of the lease agreement, ask a friend to go over the agreement and explain it to you. As a last resort, you can ask for legal advice from a lawyer. Lawyers have a deep understanding about the ins and outs of laws. There is a great chance that he will find loopholes that you were not able to spot. Draft a letter that will state your request. Drafting a letter that states your intent to break a lease agreement is a very polite way of addressing the issue on hand. The property owner might be impressed by the way you address the matter professionally. Use a polite tone that will not make the property owner feel as if you are accusing him. This will make him more receptive to the reasons that you will give him. Discuss the termination with your landlord. After giving your letter to the property owner, offer to sit down with him to discuss the lease agreement. Always use a polite tone with him because you are the one breaking free from the agreement. Never lose your cool when he starts to display an aggressive behavior. Offer options that you can both consider, like paying off the rest of the months covered in your contract, or subletting the place to a friend under your name. Make an offer to look for a tenant that will replace you before you move out. This can alleviate the concern of your landlord about the income he is about to lose because of the termination of the lease agreement. If you do not see each other eye to eye in this discussion, consider finding a legal counsel that will take matters to the court. In the event that you have to break free from the lease agreement because of a career move that you have to make, the termination of the lease agreement might push through sooner than you expected. Just make sure to follow these steps so you can avoid harassment from your former landlord.